Hello to the Homesteady audience out there joining us tonight. It has been a while since we've been in this room live streaming, and been too long. We did a little live stream a week or so ago. We did that live deer butchering event, but this is definitely a little bit different. So hey everyone, thanks for joining. We have some really big news tonight. If you're on our email newsletter, you found out about this big news, or if you watched our video yesterday, you found out that we have something big. And I'll just say it right now. No, my wife is not pregnant. That was one of the guesses. Another guess, Line Fire, said we were going to announce that Texas is the best state in the world. I've never been there. However, my name is Austin, so that's a good start. Hello to Ben, old timer fan Ben Newman, first in the live chat. We missed you, Ben. We got Catrice and Scott, Lumna Acres. We got, let's see, who else? Rick, Olga, Catrice. Hello, everybody. Guys, go check out Lumna Acres channel. They produce way more stuff than us. We've been like sleeping lately, so hopefully you already have. But if you haven't yet, go say hi to Lumna Acres. All right, so Scott wants to talk about some marketing questions. We'll get to that later, guys. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us for the big news. We got 41 people in here, and we're going to jump right in. So to do that, I have to pull up my fancy outline here. Where'd that outline go? Way back, May 16th, 2014, a historic event happened. Not that historic. It was actually kind of quiet. There's not a lot of pomp and circumstance. The first episode of the Homesteady Podcast was released. It was about container gardening. It featured accountant Mike in the flesh. He gave container gardening a thumbs up. We talked about growing tomatoes in a container garden and whether or not we could grow enough tomatoes to make the container garden worth it. He thought it was worthwhile. And Homesteady entered the world quietly. At that time, I was a blogger already. I had a farm blog and wrote a few articles, but I was not really a content creator like now, or producer like now. I was just a guy with a microphone who was trying out something that he always kind of wanted to try, podcasting. I loved podcasts, and I figured, you know what? I did audio editing and video editing in school as a hobby, and I was like itching to try it, see if it would work for our farm thing. Since that fateful day, we have released 55 episodes of the podcast. And if you guys listen to our podcast, you know it's highly edited. We strive for NPR quality shows. We're not NPR quality, but we sure strive for it with our small team of helpful. Couldn't do it without my support team. And me and my wife, we pound this thing out. We try to make it as good as we can. We've also released 286 YouTube videos. That's outrageous. And we've had blog posts. We've done some courses. We've created swag. We have Homesteady t-shirts. A lot has happened since 2014. And of the podcast and the YouTube channel, we have now reached over 3 million downloads. 1 million of the podcast and counting. And we just passed 2 million views here on YouTube, which is just awesome. So you guys have been a huge part of that, and we couldn't have got here without you. We're just about to hit 25,000 subscribers, so thank you for being a part of how we got to where we got. I never started Homesteady with the idea that it was going to be really like a business. I thought about making money from it, but originally I started Homesteady as a way to let people know about our farm and our farm classes and our farm products. I never realized that you could be a content creator and earn money online. And, I started, as I got into it, I started learning how other people were doing it and seeing, wow, people can actually make a go at this and make a living out of this. And slowly my goals started to change from just wanting to tell people about my farm and farm classes to becoming a full-time content creator. I love producing video. I love producing podcasts. This is what I did in high school for fun, and it's all I really want to do, period. And I, at the same time, had started my marketing company, And I had the pleasure to work with different businesses and build websites and help them grow their businesses and produce videos for other people. And it's been so much fun. It's a very creative work, and I really, really enjoy it. And I'll never be, completely done doing that sort of thing. But all along, I've been growing Homesteady with the idea that maybe someday we could jump into Homesteady full time and really run this thing right. Make it a regular production where you could rely on, videos every week and podcasts every month, and really treat it right. Really produce a good quality show that we always wanted to. We started in 2015 monetizing Homesteady. We launched the Pioneer program. And originally it was $3 a month to be a member. You went to our website, this is homesteady.com, and you became a Pioneer. You can click on the card in this video and actually still do that. You were going to help support the show by being a Pioneer. It was $3 a month at that time. And in return, what were you going to get? Well, you were going to get bonus content, and you were going to get discounts, and you were going to get... what else? Courses that I taught at local schools. So courses, bonus videos and podcasts, and discounts. However, back when we launched it, it was very, very thin. There was really not a whole lot going on in the Pioneer program. And so we only asked at that time, super chats. Hey guys, speaking of support, we have 2 super chats that I didn't notice, and I have to thank Scott Steinledge. He wants a DM when I have a moment. Scott, you got it, man. Thank you for the super chat. Speaking of support. And Ben, $10 for more turkeys. Superfan Ben, I still need that picture of you in your t-shirt, Ben. Thank you so much for your support, guys. So we started the Pioneer program. It was $3 a month. And that way, you, if you like the show, could help support it. And we could turn it into, something that was more sustainable. Once we finally filled that Pioneer program out, we had a lot more courses added, a lot more bonus podcasts and videos, and we started really racking up some really good discounts. We raised the price to $5 a month. And now, every month, people purchase Pioneer programs to help us produce this show, make these videos, and in return, it's not a charity. In return, they get access to bonus videos, courses that I used to teach at local schools. I no longer teach them at the schools because I can teach them online now. But courses about farming business, growing your farm, things like that, and discounts. We have our discount vendors. Guys, off the top of my head, I can think Jonathan from Fairfield County Hydroponics sells kits at a 10% discount to our Pioneers. And of course, we got our different chicken guys. My buddy John Siskovich, he's got his books on there for 10% off. You can get all the chicken tractor plans. We got, Farmer Brad, discounted chicken waterers. And we got Comfrey on there. You can get, there's lots of discounts for the Pioneers. Leatherman knives, you can get 10% off Leatherman knives. So we put together that program to say, here, so help us support this show, and in return you get something. And the Pioneers they've done it, man. Over the last couple of years, every month we get new Pioneers joining, help us to make this program. And slowly this business started to become, hey, it went from kind of a hobby to, I don't really need a full-time job anymore. Now I could kind of, do Homesteady half the time. And that's where we transitioned to. For the last year, Homesteady has been, out of a month's worth of work, about 2 weeks of that month has been spent producing Homesteady. I know it doesn't feel like that lately because we have been absent over the last couple months working on another big project. But that's how it was earlier in the beginning of this year. We were doing the live stream every week, and that was because of the help of the Pioneers. So slowly we've been growing. Slowly we've been getting closer and closer to this point where we could look at this as really a full-time thing. My kids are walking in the room. This is what happens when you work from home. And something big happened recently. So I've been involved producing another channel. I've had a great time working with this other channel over the last couple of years. But this big project that I've been working for years on has come to a close. And it was so much fun. I was helping to produce some food videos. with my friend Trish from Honey Pies Recipes. Go check out Trish's videos. They're great cooking. I've learned a lot about cooking over the last couple of years. But Trish is working on a book, and when she's ready with that book, we'll share it with you guys here. She's done a few videos here on our channel. But her channel is taking a break, and a couple other big projects I was working on has also slowed. And meanwhile, Homesteady has grown and grown and grown. And I'm realizing I think it's time. I think it's time to do what I've been kind of dreaming of doing for the last couple of years, which is making that big leap. Making the leap to doing Homesteady full time. So that is our big announcement, guys. We are going to, over the next few months, be ramping up big time here at Homesteady. I am going to dedicate full-time hours to making Homesteady my career, if that's what you want to call it. My career sounds too boring. I don't call it my life's work because that's kind of my kids. But somewhere in between career and then life's work, Homesteady. This is what I'm going to focus on now. And thanks to you pioneers, we have been able to make this jump. And thanks to you guys here on YouTube. Super Chat supporters like Ben, who always are helping us produce this show. Your guys watching, the views. Every time you watch, we've been able to build a nice side income on the YouTube channel, which has been a great support too. So it's been an incredible journey to this point, and it's a little bit scary now because I have my marketing business, which I've been running for the last few years, and I've done really nice. That's been really a good way to support my family. But I'm at that point now where I really want to see if we can make Homesteady work. So we're going to give it a 3-month trial. We're going to see if over the next 3 months, Homesteady, if we can do it and make this all that we're doing here, our full-time focus. So to thank you guys for helping us get to this point and really, thank all the support we've had out there, we decided it is Black Friday. We better do some kind of thank you. If you want to help us do this, if you want to help make Homesteady a full-time thing, we are going to have a Black Friday sale on our Homesteady Pioneer program. Originally, it was $3 a month and $30 for the year. And when I raised that price, I said it would never be that low again. And so it is not that low again. But for Black Friday, and we'll hold this, we'll hold this till Cyber Monday, and then we'll shut it down. We're going to sell the Pioneer year-long membership for $33. So you're getting, it's normally $50 now. If you get the year-long membership, you get 2 months free. But we're going to give the $33 for a Pioneer membership. There's a link in the card or in the description below. If you want to help support this show, you want to help us keep doing this full-time now, in return, you get a whole mess of discounts, and we're adding new ones every month. We're going to be trying to add new content, new discounts, but there's a big list already of discounts that you can get, and courses and content. So that's that. If you want to become a Pioneer, it's on sale Black Friday to Cyber Monday, and then we're going to be raising it back up. So don't miss out on that. So what are we going to do? What is Homesteady? What should you expect? Well, thanks to the help I have from our team, Allison, Holly, Alexia, the Suburban Escapee, of course, Accountant Mike, the team I've been working with over the last couple of years to bring you this show. We're going to try to produce more podcasts. We've been right now doing like one a month or one every 6 weeks because they take so much time. But now that we're going to be able to devote full-time hours to this Homesteady world, we're going to see, hey, speaking of the Johnstones, there's Brian. He says, congrats. That's Alexia's husband. Thanks, Brian. So, where was I? Distracted. We're going to be trying to ramp up the podcast to 2 podcasts a month. We've been doing one every 6 weeks or so, once a month. We're going to keep the high quality. We did a survey recently where we asked you, what do you want? And you said, we want quality and quantity. It was almost split down the middle. So we're going to keep the quality up of our podcast. We like producing a high quality show, but we're going to try to produce maybe like a 45-minute show every other week of the podcast. So stay tuned for that podcast on iTunes. And of course, we do upload that podcast here on YouTube. Now, speaking of YouTube, what should you expect for YouTube videos? Well, we're not going to do the daily thing full time. We've done daily before, and you run out of content quick. But I think what we're going to try to do is for YouTube, we're going to do probably 2 videos a week, like the regular videos. And then I think I would like to do a Farm Friday since I started Homesteady, I did a Farm Friday email where I emailed everybody, caught them up on what happened that week, shared the links to our content. I think I'd like to do a Farm Friday live stream. I always enjoy doing these live streams, and we did it at the beginning of this year. We did it for a couple months. We were doing live stream every week, and got away from that, again, working on other big projects. But I would like to try doing a Farm Friday Farm Friday live stream. Shut the door. Intruders. I'd like to do a Farm Friday live stream. Hey, there they are. All right, let's have them. My little guy wanted to say hi. You want to say hi? All right, you're off. Shut the door, honey.
Come on, little dude.
So, we'll be doing a Farm Friday live stream, and I'm going to shut the door. Back. Sorry about that. Going to be doing a Farm Friday live stream and just using that as a way to catch up, tell you about the events of the week, tell you what's happened, share links to other content we're producing, and answer some questions. We're going to do a question of the week. So leave your questions in our videos. We're going to pick one every week and answer that question directly. You get a little airtime, and hopefully answer some of the questions you might have about our homestead. Questions you might have for things going on at your homestead, whatever you want to know, ask a question, and you might be featured in our Farm Friday question. And then at the end of our Farm Friday broadcast, like tonight, I'll be sending out a recap email of this live stream and all the links to all the other content that you can enjoy. So make sure you're on our email newsletter. Head over to thisishomesteady.com. There's a button right on the homepage to join that newsletter. YouTube sometimes will not send you our videos. YouTube decides what you should see and what you shouldn't. And I don't think that's what you want. So if you want to see all our videos, sign up to our email newsletter, thisishomesteady.com. And every Friday I'll send you a link to everything we've done so YouTube doesn't censor us. Because YouTube's not a big fan of some of our homesteading things like butchering animals. Some of you might not be a fan of that too. So let me know. I won't send you those emails. So guys, I got a celebration dinner to get to in a few minutes here. I do want to go through the chat box and make sure I am, let's see here, covering everybody's questions, comments. Let's see. All right. Doesn't look like any questions good. Great. Catrice says, love to start a super chat, but saving for goats. Catrice, skip the goats. Go for the cow. No questions there in the chat box, so we're good there. Did we start milking? Yes, we did, Brian. We got a video about that, Brian. Come on, man. Check your email. We showed Kendra's whole milking routine. It's going really good. And the milk is great, and the milk products. I got a video this week of us making ice cream. That'll be coming out soon. So, in Farm Friday fashion, I will share a little bit tonight because I got the celebration dinner to go to. I will share a little bit of content in our Farm Friday. Answering questions, we will start next week. And as far as the content goes, I'll just let you guys know to go check out our Instagram account. It is a Homesteady Show. There you will get a chance to see some pictures from today's big hunt. So I had a very successful hunt this morning. I've had a really good deer season. Things turned around really, really quick. And I got 3 does in the freezer, which is a lot of meat. I got a really good video coming out showing you how we make burger. That'll be coming out next week. And in the meantime, today I went out for a hunt this morning, and it was the fastest hunt I've ever had. I literally got up in the tree stand. I pulled my rifle up into the tree stand, loaded it, and I heard footsteps. And that giant came walking through. And so if you want to find out more, go follow us, Homesteady Show on Instagram. You'll see the picture that I shared before. You'll see another picture. We'll be sharing more. And of course, here on YouTube, we'll be sharing some videos later this week. That's how I spent Black Friday. I woke up early. I was the first in line, and I got exactly what I wanted. So that's the content we're sharing for this week. You can also check out the videos we released last week, like the one that Brian missed about milking. Ben just gave us another super chat. Love is in the air tonight, Ben. He said, we'd be cool to get a video on making your own chicken feed. Ben, we're going to need a lot of video ideas, so keep them coming. We've been getting our feed from a local mill, and I would love to do an interview with that guy. He'd be a wealth of knowledge, so maybe we'll put that. I have to get chicken feed soon, so maybe this video will be made in like a week or two here. So thanks for the idea, Ben. Ben also asked, what rifle do you have? Hold on, Ben. It's in my safe. My safe is locked, and I can't show the entire internet how I open my safe. So I have a Remington 270, and that is my go-to hunting rifle, and it has done me very well this year. Nice big doe, and this buck, both the doe dropped right away. The buck went 40 yards and dropped. And that buck, this picture here, you can see he is a really just a beautiful animal. I'm very fortunate. You can see the buck behind me here that you guys see when we do these live streams. That's a Pope and Young, really beautiful animal. That was the first buck I ever shot with the bow and arrow, and that was when I shot that buck. I had one child, and so now I have 4. So it's been a while, and I was really fortunate to take this guy, this big guy that you saw just there. So thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Remington 700. That's it, Ben. The 700 Series 240. White House on the Hill says, excited to hear the big news. You got a great channel. Anita says, I'll go to Instagram to find Homesteady Show. Thanks, guys. Like the idea of having a weekly update instead of a daily live video. Cool. Glad you like that, Anita. Stringfield Ridge Farm. Farm Friday sounds great. Signed up to the newsletter. Thanks, guys. Anita says the kids are adorable. That is true. I can't argue that. All right, guys. Cam's with us. He says, excellent news. Thanks, Cam. I know. All right. So, here's your homework, guys. Leave a question on this video once it is no longer live. If you're watching this later, leave a question for the question of the week next week. And let me know in the comments below for Farm Friday, what time of day should we do it? I live in Connecticut, so I'd like to do it during the day. I don't like doing the night live streams. I don't mind the idea of doing something in the afternoon, like, 4:30, 3:30, because usually in the summer and spring, I like to get a good Farm Friday morning. So we could do something around this time, or we could do something like 9 o'clock Eastern time. Let me know in the comments below what you would prefer, and we will try to make it work for the most people that we can. Thanks for supporting us, getting us this far, guys. We couldn't have done it without you, and it is going to be a 3-month trial, so hopefully we can do it. And you can help us do it by being a pioneer. Click the card, link below, on sale right now, $33. It's the cheapest sale we've ever had since we raised the price, and it will only be available till the end of Cyber Monday, so Tuesday. And that'll help me out because I had to buy a new camera this week because our camera broke last week, and that's why we haven't released this week's videos. I had to film them with a GoPro and stuff. So anyway, we got a new camera so we could ramp up, and all these Pioneer sales will help cover the cost of that camera. So we really appreciate your support. We couldn't do it without you guys. You super chatters too. Just huge. We're so grateful. And if you can't super chat or Pioneer, you just support the show by watching our videos and sharing them with people and letting us see that we're helping people, inspire people, sharing other people's stories, connecting people in whatever ways we can. We have a big addition coming to the Pioneer program. We'll announce that soon once it goes live. There's something new that's coming that I'm really excited about, but we'll save that for another video in the future. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to you next week.